Hi guys. Well, the DAX has absolutely gone lift off. So we caught the DAX, but only to here, and since then it's done. I mean, it's done another 260 points. So unfortunately, this is where I guess when you do have fixed targets, as you can see here, when you have the fixed targets, uh, it takes you out, and you can miss out on a lot of the fruit for the sideboard. But in this case, it's something I would have done with it being a Monday anyway. Um, but yeah, let's have a look, see if we can find anything for the Nasdaq, see if that's going to follow suit. Not sure. All right, YouTube control panel. Why are you not working? Hmm. Okay, no idea, but never mind. Hey Nigel. Uh, hey Frankie. Hey Rich. Oh, what if I close this time? Let's get that done. Okay, so will we see some more lift off on the Nasdaq, or is it just going to be the DAX that keeps going? Um, look, I mean, DAX is just blowing to new highs. This is if you get a pullback, then we can look to trade it, but I don't want to. Hi Peter, yeah, I've seen it, mate. Yeah, bring yourself along, bud. So I'm going to stay away from the DAX now after moving so far. Nasdaq. Let's just remove drawings. We'll start with a higher time frame. Looking at the daily, so what happened yesterday, or when I should say on the open Sunday night, we see Friday closed as a downrange bullish candle. Um, we did come into support on Friday, as you can see here. So market was bought up on that 20,400 level. So we could be in the start of another impulsive move higher. Obviously, if there's positive talks between Russia and Ukraine, then potentially that will add some more positive fuel to the fire. But yeah, it looks like we're going to continue to see the market push a little bit higher here on the daily chart. So buyers will remain buyers, but we have to have a technical reason to get into the trade. 4 hour chart, we can see bearish uprange candle followed by double inside candle. Then we've broken the highs in this last little move higher. Um, Looking at the hourly, we have just taken out the previous hourly resistance here, so we could potentially look for buys above the break of this high here. Let's have a look at the 30. Okay, so the 30 is going to shift the way I look at that. So I'm going to wait for the market to get above 21,083. Okay, so that's what I'm going to look for. Look for longs above 21,083. I don't want to get caught in this chop. Good afternoon, Paolo. How are you, bud? I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. Enjoyed a bit of that beautiful sunshine we managed to get for once in the UK. It's pretty nice today as well, to be fair. Might even take myself out for another run after this live stream because I'm not sure I'm going to be doing anything else today personally, unless we can get a move above here. So look, I'm just going to mark on the chart so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I've hit today's target, so target's done for the day. So There's no need to force things. Right, what was I going to do? Forex Factory. Forex Factory. Let's have a look. See what we have. ISM at 3 p.m. Well, I'm not going to be here for that. I will have made tracks. Just remember, guys, if you are new to the stream, everything that I do here is how I trade my personal accounts. So it is from an educational standpoint. So don't take what I'm doing as financial advice. It really is what I do on a daily basis. And then, from the learning, you see how I look at price action, how I manage my risk, etc. You can then start to build and develop your own personal um, risk appetite tolerance to the markets. Should you agree with or like the way that I use price action to manage positions? So it's at 3 p.m. today, so it's 1500 hours. We'll chuck that in there. Now, you might wonder, especially if you are new, why I put bits of information like this on the chart. It's so that if this is more for you guys, because I'm not going to be sitting at the chart at 3 o'clock and trading, I can guarantee you that. I might be at my PC. No, I won't. I'll be out running. Today I will anyway. Um, so yeah, I do this that let's say we're sat here and we're looking at setups and we see a setup and we place an order and then all of a sudden we forget that there's news coming out in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So if you put everything on the chart that is going to make your trading decision simpler by you not having to do a mad dash, understanding, right, what do I need in order for a setup? So maybe initially you write your rules down on the chart. It could be a checklist on the chart. I don't mind what you do, how you do it, just do something consistently so that when you look at the trade or you look at the chart, you know exactly how you're going to approach it, you know how you're going to manage it, you know how you're going to exit it. So you're not doing things in a mad dash, you're not going to do them based on impulsive emotional decisions because that will happen when you're looking at the charts and you're there just going, do you know what? The DAX is moving. We're 544 points up on the day, 2.4%. Right, we need to buy the DAX. It's flying. How many people, I don't know, maybe bought crypto yesterday when Trump announced that the US is going to have a reserve, and you saw the markets yesterday, they had a monster move. Will it continue? Who knows? The way I look at it, if I was holding some of those and it moved like that to me yesterday, I'd be taking some of that cash out straight away. Um, so we're going to look for buys above 21.80. Buys above 21.08. Let's call it 0.84. Sells. Not. It's a good way away, but. All right, so having some amazing results with members now. So if you aren't a member and you would like to be a member, then make sure you get yourself over to the Trade and Train website, get yourself joined up because we've had another account pass today. Anna is getting very close to getting a payout. We've had Peter get a payout. We've had about in February we had loads pass accounts. So it's now it's a matter of rinse and repeat. So if you passed in February, payouts in March. Let's go, guys. Look at pound and euro massively up today, nearly 0.9% just looking at that. Aussie's pretty flat, Kiwi's pretty flat. S&P, don't trade it, so I'm not bothered. Let's see gold, because I feel like if we can get a close back below this level, oh, okay, so We're going to wait till 1:30, and if we close back below this level, I'll be looking to sell this back down. So we've got 24 minutes to wait, guys. Who else have we got in here today? Who's staying quiet? Anyone taking any trades today? I know there was a couple of people on Swiss yen, not Swiss yen. I know Rich was looking at Swiss yen earlier. I'm not sure if he traded it or not. Um, why is that there? Mm, mm, mm. Now, guys, if we break the low of this candle here, that's going to take. We've then taken out the low of the two previous candles. Oh, here he is, Mr. Webster, checking in from sunny Spain. How's your holiday, mate? You have a nice weekend so far? Ready to get your trade copier in action? It's all right, mate. I hadn't even noticed the spelling mistake. So we're going to wait 24 minutes for this. Yeah, because realistically, we've got around 50 pips. So if it doesn't drop too much, we're going to have a nice potential trade on our cards here. But we've got to wait. Can't get too sucked in. Been lovely so far. Ah, mate, there's nothing like getting away. Now, why does that one look very... Okay, so my broker data is quite a bit different to this data here, just on the basis of how... Right, we've got to wait. We'll wait for the 15-minute candle because there is still 56 points. Okay, I'm going to change screens here, guys, so you can see the broker data. Okay, so let's go back to the hourly chart so you can see how it was slightly different. You see here, look at this cluster of candles. Look at the opens and closes all on that price point. So what I want to see now, based on my broker data, as opposed to what I was looking at on TradingView, is I want to see how price reacts here. So if you look, this one came in, hit it, rejected, then we broke through, and we've had a relatively strong move up. Now it's come back up into this area. Could we come back down, test it? If we get a push up after the next candle, then we can look to sell the low. We've got 25 points into here, and then that's based on the H1. So M30, yeah, it's 27 points. Maybe a safer, less aggressive one would be below here. And you have 70 points down to support off the 30. Now, one thing, we've got comics opening in 20 minutes, so this is why we're seeing a surge. It's going without us, guys, I reckon. It's going without us. I do like... 40 points from the low to there. So we do have possibilities. We do have possibilities, but we've got to wait because a lot can happen in 4 or 5 minutes. Now the buys I won't look at above here. God, the upside on gold, I'm not so keen on the upside. There's much more clear space to the downside. Oops. Waiting for the candle to close here is definitely look like it's paid dividend, but so is this the market just dropping, trying to suck sellers in, and then there's room to the upside. It's just you got to look at the only thing we could do if if the 15-minute live candle closes bearish, would you recommend selling? No, I wouldn't. If it closes bearish like this, I wouldn't want to do anything because we just got a wick and today's movement has been predominantly to the upside. Um, if it breaks, see what I wanted to see was how it reacted around this area here. If we could get below here, which it looked like it was going to do, and then continue pushing down, fantastic. We could have looked for sells had we closed below this area. But it hasn't. It looks like we've come in, we've sucked people into the downside. Now it's just gone back to this DAX. Let's have a look. Oh, you mean above the highs on the? Oh, hold on, that's it. So you mean looking at a 15-minute buy stop above here? Look, by all means, you could do if you want, but that's not for me. Um, let's just have a look why. Let's just change screens for a second. You know, in all honesty, a lot of the markets are just not that clear. And you're absolutely right to look for it, but this is why I won't. So, yes, uh, let's see which one. Okay, so settings. So, okay, that's fine. All right, it's set to 14. Okay, and we're on the daily chart. So let's skip today's candle because it's gonna create. So the average true range is 200 and call it 270 points. Okay, and we so far today have done about 670. So we're nearly three times. We're two and a half times the average true range. Would I sell it? Uh, I mean, look, you could sell it, but you're going against. I know why you're saying it now on the basis that it's moved massively over and above normal things, but I've not seen anything why it's moved that much. So look, there's no news out. So if you wanted to do something like that, then I would take a small risk. But I've I've done my day's return for the, so I'm happy. I don't wanna try and go against this beast of a move. You know, 2.3% in a day. If I was going to wait for anything, I'd wait for sellers to come in, pull the market down, wait for a buyer candle to form, and then look to buy it. That'd be my preference. So look, see what's going on with gold. It looks like it's going to be a quiet Monday. I can't really find anything of any interest. Right, where are we? Okay, guys. So also big shout out to Simon who won the funded account on Friday, February's giveaway. So Simon Webster, well done, mate. That's a 5K to 100K funded, instant funded account you have. So well done, buddy. Make it count. I know you're setting up another one as well, so you can have 3 instant accounts running all back to back. We've got some big goals being set in the community at the minute. Lots of accounts being opened, multiples and copy trading to take advantage of the multiple accounts. Yeah, I'm a little bit 67. So if we're going to look at gold now, I think it has to be an aggressive entry or the first sell now would be sells below 20. Hello? Hello? What's going on? Hi, am I back? I just got a disconnection notification. Literally, I don't know what's happening at the minute. I've just sent a shitty email to the internet provider. I know it's not just my system. There's multiple issues in the area with different providers. So there's no point paying a premium, which I'm doing, if it's not working. So I do apologize for any disconnection or interruption to the stream, guys. Is it back to normal yet, Rich, or is it gone crazy? It is sound back to normal. Just let me know, guys. Do apologize. Not yet. This right. Uh, anyone like other currencies? Because if you're gonna have risk on, then look at Kiwi. I do think there's something potentially brewing here on Kiwi for longs. Yeah. Uh, yeah, definitely. It looks like dollars selling off, US dollars selling off. You can see it across the board. So Maybe that's a safety because gold was at what, $20. It's decided to drop back a little bit. Indexes are flying. US dollars selling off a little bit. Uh, yeah, I'm guys, really not liking the charts today. Or what's on offer right now is what I should say. We can keep looking around, we can keep trying to find something, but we need something to happen. We need a market movement to be able to make us trade all normal. Right, thanks, Anna. I'm glad it's back to normal for you. So, preference realistically would be a sell below here. We can take full profits off, and then if we can get underneath this area, you've got nice clear candle space to move lower. So, yeah, I think let me just check lower time frame, just see if 64. So we will look for additional sells below 2860. And we've got plenty of room for movement below there. 200 points, yeah, we'll have some of that. So guys, just give me a little heads up if you're new to the stream or if you got any questions. Okay, let's. Right, I'm just gonna give you a poll to fill in, guys. There you go, guys. I've just chucked a poll in the group. Let me know what your March goal is. Okay. Interesting. This is where we always see. Li Right, I can elaborate on some of the options in a minute, but I just wanted to see what people are looking at. So look, let's have a look at the DAX. Now, if if this was say 300 and 400 pips lower, I'd be looking at longs above this. But at 545 points up on the day, I'm not buying this. Even though it's my setup, I'm not buying it. I'm staying well away from it. Let's see if we can get a NASDAQ set up because 56.76. So look, NASDAQ is up 169. To get here, it's going to be up just over 210. So that's going to be exactly 1% up on the day. It's not too bad. We know it can move a lot more than that, but if we do get above there, we can. The trader, disciplined and consistent. I am on negative 0.5%. Max for the day is 2%. Who's the trader? Is this one of our members or is it someone new to the stream? If it's someone new, welcome. Thank you for logging in. This negative zero point 0.5. Okay, listen, negative zero point 0.5 is not bad at all. But rather than max for the day is 2%. Okay, so look, give yourself maybe one more trade for the day if one sets up. I mean, literally, the market, depending which markets you focus on, the market is not exactly looking too attractive, like I said. If I was to score it from 1 to 10, it's probably looking like a 3 or a 4 at the minute for me. So don't worry about trying to get or stay within the DD because realistically, there's nothing to chase right now. There's nothing to chase. This sell below here, Terry from Avocado. Bloody hell. Terry's the trader, is Avocado. Come on, Nathan, mate. You got multiple aliases. You're confusing me. So, I'm going to have some dinner on the balcony, hopefully. All right, Simon, rub it in, pal. If you haven't gathered, guys, Simon's away. He's like, and tell you what, mate, this is a good time to do it because there's nothing really setting up, like I said. So don't worry about that. Um, so buys above here, yeah, that's got a chance of potentially triggering. DAX, there's going to be nothing here for me unless we get some solid correction and then we can start looking for buys. Gold, on the other hand, I suppose both scenarios could happen. So we could look for buys above 28881. But more likely that we're going to see a sell below 2867. They're my options. Let me just copy the news across. Copy gold. There we go. Okay, it's all good. We're all done. That's what I'm looking for. Nothing else. Don't need to rush things. Right, let's have a look at the poll. See how many people have. Okay, so it's not everyone has voted. We're quite a bit short of everyone voting. So the minority of you want to be profitable and get a payout. The majority want to be consistent and disciplined. And there's a few that want to master a system. So look, it's not that it was some trick answers there, but if you're consistent and disciplined, that will lead to all the others being true. If you focus on being profitable, or if you focus on, let's say, getting a payout, you might just focus on the risk aspect of it. You might just focus on trying to hit it hard with one trade. Whereas if you focus on the process, then always remember the line that I say, focus on the process and guess the missing word. Let me do it. Focus on the process and the will follow. Okay. Now look, we've had market still bullish. If you look at this, we've broken out, we've created a new high, we've come back down. We haven't got a change of structure. The only change of structure we would have is if we get below this area. Future Frankie. Okay. Profits. Yeah, I'll accept that. So focus on the process and the prize will follow. Focus on the process and the prize will follow. Okay. Focus on the process, and the prize will follow. So don't worry about. You see, where I see most like retail traders going wrong is they focus on the prize, not the process. So by focusing on the prize, you forget about risk management, you forget about setups, you forget about your checklist, you forget about all the things that are important because you just get the green eyes. You just want to try and get to your goal as quickly as possible. So focus on the process and the prize will follow. So the best way, and whenever you're looking at placing a trade, think about being a pilot. And I know I've got a few sayings about pilots, but when you are about to place a trade, imagine you're a pilot. The first thing a pilot does before he takes off is what, guys? A pilot doesn't just get into the cockpit and take off. What do they do? What does a pilot do before he takes off, or before they take off? Okay, Frankie. So from a think of it, let's say, yeah, they'll check the weather. Yes, that's better. Pre-flight check. So they'll maybe check the engines, they'll check the fuel, flaps, whatever it is. It's a pre-flight check. A little bit like before you go sailing, Frankie. You know, you'll check everything is fine with the sails. You'll check the ropes are in. You'll check you got fuel just in case you need it. You'll check whatever it is. There's always a process that you do so that you know if you run into trouble or if there's an incident, you've got what's required. So when you start trading, this is why I gave everyone in the members group a checklist. Yeah, yeah, the one parachute. So this is why whenever you place a trade, if you've got a checklist, it will stop you from doing things that are based on impulse. It'll, because when you're trading, you've got dopamine kicks based on the fact that you're talking money and you're going to get excited and giddy and greedy. So, how do we nullify those impulsive emotional decisions, dopamine kicks? How do we stop from indulging in those spikes and creating more of them? Just have a notepad, have a checklist. Put a checklist on your screen where I've put the news here. Maybe you do something like, I don't know. Maybe you do something like this. Okay, so let me just. So you do something, maybe something like this, and then where are you? I know you're here somewhere. So guys, all I try and do is make processes easier for people. There we go. So you do something. All right, let's make it smaller. And then, so all you're gonna do is, oh, every time there's, you just stupid system. Why does it not let you just grab it easy? So you get the picture, guys. and you just do this however you want to do it. I don't give a damn. And if you got them all ticked, that's then when you come to your mentoring, you just go click, copy link, chuck it into your trade journal. There's your checklist done. Right, now we place a trade. So you could do something like that instead of putting it on your, instead of doing it manually on a piece of piece of paper, or instead of doing it on, instead of doing it on a Google sheet, you just write it on, and then when you want to copy it, you just go right click, not right click, just right click, and then copy, and then just drag it onto the next chart. And every time you take a screen grab of your trade for your mentoring session, there you go, boom, we've got a copy of your checklist, and then we can basically cross-check it and make sure that you did actually fill in the checklist correctly. You've not just done it later. So do those kind of things, guys. Make sure you do everything crystal clear so you know where you are in terms of performance. You know when it comes to trade reviews, you know exactly what you did and why you did it. Um, Gold's just dancing around. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. To be to be fair, Anna, it had a multiple. So you see how now we've had like one bearish close, but with a big wick. This next candle closes bearish and below here. You got 22 minutes. The next candle wicked up. I'd look at that as a sell. The 15 is actually, you got 6 minutes left. If that one closes bearish, if for those of you that want to be a little bit more aggressive, if you look at this, you've got an inside candle, next candle, again inside, but bullish candle failing to take out the highs, respecting the lows. This one, if it takes out the lows, potential. So who would do a checklist on the chart as I just showed, or who would prefer to do it on, let's say, paper with that's laminated, or who would prefer to do it on a Google sheet or an Excel sheet? So this is where we see the old school people that are going to do it on paper and pads and things like that. Certain things I like to do, but I've always got my my pad at hand. So it's good to see that 71% of you want to be consistent and disciplined, because consistency and discipline will lead to success. Will lead to success. Bo Mortimer, Maverick hit, give over. Is that really? Let me just check. Is it really Maverick? Have we finally got Maverick back online? If it is, Brad, welcome back, mate. You've been gone way too long. In the flesh, bloody hell. He's back from gallivanting around the world, skiing, building houses. Nice of you to send a New Year's message to me whilst on the ski slopes. Doesn't message for ages, just likes to send it when he's glitzing it up somewhere, eh? I'm going to change it from Maverick to Flash. So big, big bad Brad back in town. Lovely. That's what you'd like to see. Community's flying, Brad. Members are passing challenges, payouts. We've got some really, really good results in the group. So nice to have you back, buddy. Um, it's been a quiet day so far today. Nothing really. I had a couple of trades this morning, but um, one on gold. So the gold trade was basically um, this big move here. So this one here, it came down and then spiked up, hit my target here at this resistance, and then came down. I mean, I was out anyway. I'd already hit targets. That was that one. And then the DAX we traded here. Unfortunately, came out at at 22,894. Missed out on a good few hundred points, but look at the excitement in the group you've caused there, Brett. Uh, I can always guarantee when my phone packs in, it's either the missus or my mum ringing me, and there it was. It was my mum for the third time today. Bless her. Um, right. Like I said, not a lot to do right now. We're just waiting for market structures to unravel and break down so we can actually take a trade. So levels we're watching, and like today, I'm not going to do anything. I'm done for the day. No point chasing this market. At 3 o'clock, guys, if you are still watching the market, then wait until after the news. Don't trade the news. Wait till after it. Let the market move. So look, let's give you a synopsis. Let's say the news comes out, and let's say it's neither positive or negative for the dollar. But what happens is it creates a spike one way or the other on gold. So let the spike happen, and then let the market dictate what your next move is. So if the spike happens and it closes massively bullish, if the next candle wicks down, then you can buy the break of the high. If the first candle goes up massively first and then starts to come down and then breaks these lows, then look to sell it. Yeah. So let the chart and let the price action tell you what to do. Don't try and trade the news, because trading the news will only get you gapped massively or slipped massively, and then you've got a shitty entry into a trade, which then you're going to try and figure a way how to get out of it, which is never easy. And then if you do get out of it, you're just going to be stressed and frazzled because you've put yourself through a bit of torture. You're probably going to make another bad decision. So let the market do whatever it's going to do, and then you make your decision afterwards. But let price dictate what you're going to do. A little bit of there's only so many times we can flick around the charts, right, guys? There's not a lot we can really jump at. I could say I'll stay on until 2:30 for Nasdaq Open or for the NYSE Open, but I'm not sure there's any point in that today. I just thought I'd start the week off with a session and see if we can catch anything while we're on live stream, but it's not looking that way. Um, so So, Brad, now you're back in town. Does that mean you're going to be attending live streams in the members community, or are you just going to be here for the afternoons? Because like YouTube, I'm trying to do at least 2 or 3 a week at the minute. And if you're in London, mate, we run a monthly live trading day. It's usually the second Wednesday of the month in London. This one is the second Wednesday. It's going to be on the 12th. Um, April will probably be the first Wednesday because of school holidays. And if you're interested in coming down to one of those trading days, just let myself or Jody know, and we can send you the details and what's involved. But yeah, it's a good crack. Well, I am not really. Nothing is really floating my boat, but that's quite interesting looking at the 4 hour. So this is 10 till 2. Ooh, okay. So that's not gonna, you got 13 minutes. So that's not gonna flip in 13 minutes. But you can see what's happened here. Look, if you look at the 4 hour, it's opened at the lows and it's just pushed up to the highs. So basically, there's been no sellers. It's literally just this last 4 hours has been all buyers just pushing price up. There wasn't one seller. Now the buyers are either leaving the market, hence we're starting to see a decent top wick. Hourly, yeah, this is just, it's not nice, guys. You can't trade in and around this. Don't even try and bother. Under 28.67 is fine, but everything else is looking a big mess. Big mess. I wouldn't even want to trade above this resistance that's formed here, just on the basis that we've got congestion to the left-hand side. So only going to wait until we're above 28.81. And as I did say earlier on in the live stream, that my preference based on if there was a direction, I'd rather trade it to the downside because the candle space and the clear candles, the room to trade into is much cleaner than going to the upside. The upside's not ideal. So maybe we need this news to come out and it shoots off to the upside and we get some nice big candles and it can clear a load of crap. And then for next day or two, we can either trade to the upside or to the downside, depending on the price action that we're given, guys. Anyone watching any other charts? Um, boredom, guys. Yep. Okay, so let me know, guys. What's your plans today? Mine's gonna be switch off. Don't look at any trades until tomorrow. That's gonna be my. That's what I'm gonna do. Nothing for me today. Nothing for me today. Now we got the profit in the can. Day's done. Where are we? Where's my so look. So day's done. Two trades, two wins. Let's sit on the sidelines. Um, yeah, it's all looking a bit average, bit bang average. I did 3% on the balance with German 30 this morning, so I might get on with the 9 at 5 and switch off trading Butte and MT4. Nigel, if you've done 3% today, mate, absolutely get off the computer right now. Get off the computer, go to your 9 to 5, and just think, I'm, what's that, 15% towards, I've made 15% of my payout target in one day. That's awesome work, Nigel. Yeah, great work. Now, just remember, yeah, just remember, guys, those of you that are running incubator accounts, right? You might as well get a pro account there because the pro account is pretty much superb. Now, the pro account, you as soon as you just trade your, as soon as you get paid out, funds go straight in your payout account, link up your copier, and then you're trading them both. Then you're not having to go amongst loads of different brokers. So it'll be really, really simple for you. So get your pro account opened. That means you can have super tight spreads, amazing swaps. So it'll be really, really good for you and seamless. And that's the main thing. You want to keep trading as seamless as possible. So if you've got a fill on one market or one broker, you know that in theory the fill should be very, very similar. Um, Choosing the same broker again. Whereas if you're cross-pollinating, going from broker to broker, then obviously the prices that you get entered at and exited at can vary slightly. Um, I mean, just look at this for example. So 23,171. So just here, this 23,178. So it's not too bad. I'm only seeing like a 4 or 5 point difference in price on the DAX from what I'm looking at on TradingView to the broker here. But sometimes you're talking 40 points, 30 points. Um, let's see how the hourly closes. Yeah, no. So at 203, 204, I'm going to close it down, guys. And it's not because I don't want to talk to you any longer. It's because there's no point me sat in front of a screen looking for trading opportunities when they're just not there. So remember that the most money you will make is by staying away from markets that you shouldn't be trading. You take a trade on one of these markets right now, it's really 50-50 and you've got no edge. So and it goes wrong, you end up handing back any profits that you made, or if you've not made any profits today, you end up in a negative, which that's not the idea, right? We want to be making cash, and this is the art of being disciplined now. It's just if there's nothing there, do nothing. So, what shall I do? Shall I go for a run or shall I go to the gym? Got to get back on track. What do you reckon, guys? Run or gym today? I will do either. Whatever your feedback is, I'll do that. But if it's not one I want to do, I won't do it. If it's sunny, go for a run. That's my sentiment, Anna. How close are we to getting a payout, Anna? How close? Good one, Mr. Bradley. Yeah, great idea. So look, here you go. This is punishment and reward. So if you lose trades, go to the gym. If you finish positive, go to the gym. This way, you're going to get yourself into a badass shape. No matter what, you're going to look great. We're going to bring trade and train back. And Was at the gym at 6 this morning, busting it. Oh, Scott Page, well done, mate. Who's this? This is a new, or is it who's Scott Page? Give me a clue. Is it, or is this someone new to the stream? If it's someone new, well done, buddy. So normally, before I did this business, I used to be at the gym nice and early, but I can't do that anymore. I'm in front of the markets at 5, and then live stream to the members at 7 a.m. So I'm usually sat here. So my gym time is in the afternoon. Well, my gym time hasn't been in the afternoon for a long time. I've only just got my lazy ass back into gear, just been out running for the last few weeks. Ah, Scott, welcome, mate. Nice to have you here. Sorry it's been a quiet day, but look, at the end of the day, we can't do much if there's no trade setups. So, Scott, thanks for joining us, mate. Really appreciate it. But yeah, there's not how experienced are you in terms of trading as well, Scott? Just to give us a heads up, because I always do analogies referring back to the gym. Stuart Turner, good afternoon, pal. Let's have a look. Um, so, um, okay, daily. Look, if you look at it's not a market I trade, but what I'd wait for is I'd wait for the daily candle to close. Um, if we look at what happened on Friday, big push up range bullish candle. So today is an inside candle. So right now it's not telling us anything. Oh, 5 years. Man's got some experience. Lovely. Nice, nice. So yeah, I always talk about trading and training as a unit. You know, there's so many similarities between both of them. So as we say, practice makes permanent, not perfect. So, for example, you go in the gym, you see people throwing around dumbbells like they're Arnold Schwarzenegger, but the form's terrible. It's only going to lead to one thing, it's going to lead to injury. You see someone in trading, they come in, they just, their eyes light up, trying to take loads of profits. They put a stupid amount of risk down for the size of their balance, they blow up their accounts. So, there's so many different things, and like even when you're trading, consistency is great, discipline is great. You should only increase risk or lot size when you see profits. So there's a a lot to be said for the similarities between trading and training. But yeah, when I first set up Trade and Train, I was doing men's physique, so there's that you can't. I don't even have the fake tan anymore. I've got abs are covered by a winter belly. Yeah, they're all a little bit non-existent at the minute, so it's taken me a long time to try and find any motivation, and I mean a long time. We're talking a couple of years. So yeah, I finally found a little bit of something to light the fire in my belly to get my ass moving again, but we'll get there. I have to do it on my own accord though. I can't just force it for the sake of forcing it. I have to make sure I really want to go. Um, Dollar CAD Scott said, look, just I would wait for this daily candle to close, and if it can close below this one, then you can look for some sort of like day trade short or end of day trade short. You're seeing a structure that's being formed here. 4 hour, let's drop to the hourly. Okay, so look, if you wanted a change in structure, you need to see an hourly close below this. You might get that from the ISM data that's coming out. Um, and you do have a good chunk of room down to here, which is, what's that? 80 pips. So look for something. If you want to trade a breakout of this structure, then wait for a close below, wait for a wick up and sell the lows. You should have plenty of room to work to there. Yeah. So, oh, hold on, Scott. I think I was on the 2 hour chart. No, I wasn't. It's okay. I just clicked something wrong. I like Kiwi for longs. If we're going to see risk on, Kiwi is going to push up, US dollar selling off. We should see the risk currencies, that's Aussie, Kiwi. We should see some nice potential moves to the upside. And they have been battered. I'm not trading them, but yeah, that's what I would definitely be looking for there, guys. Uh, but like I said, I'm just sticking to my usual beasts, Nasdaqs and gold. DAX predominantly in the morning with gold, Nasdaq in the afternoon with gold. DAX is still going. 560 points up on the day, around 680 points in movement in total. Unreal. It's nearly like 2.5 times its average daily range. So I'm staying away from the DAX right now. Nothing for me on the DAX. Even though it's a setup. Even though this is a setup, no chance. All right, guys. Listen, like I said, I'm not going to stick around any longer. There's no point. I'm not trading anything. So I'm going to wish you well, Scott, and who else was new in here today. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you coming to the channel. It's always nice to see new members, new people on YouTube. So thank you for joining, and I'll be back. Let me see. I might potentially do one tomorrow. Let's have a look. Calendar. Brad, welcome back as well, buddy. Yeah, let's do one tomorrow. If I get plenty of likes and comments on today's live stream, I'll do one tomorrow at 1 o'clock, guys. So, um, I know we've got no trades to take, but hey, pleasure, mate. You take care. Ahmed, welcome. Hi, buddy. Nice to see you here. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it a day now. So I'll do one tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If make sure you put some likes and comments on the stream. Even if it's just like the approach to the market, discipline, whatever you thought. If it was a good stream, a shit stream, whatever you think. But obviously, try and keep the language as good as possible. I like honest feedback, so you don't need to sugarcoat anything. Thanks, Nigel. Cheers, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you potentially tomorrow. Yeah. Uh, Fuck. Dax has gone again. Just done another 50 points. Thanks, Anna. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day. Everyone else, members, I'll see you at just before 7 a.m. tomorrow. YouTubers, I'll see you potentially 1 o'clock tomorrow if I get plenty of likes and comments in today's video. All right, Scott, take care, buddy. If you, my email's on YouTube, so it's Mark at Trade and Train if you need me. Um, Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.